Alicia, this injunction means that for now, pending further legal action, things stay the same as they did before the ban. The judge siding with those gun rights groups, finding this ban to be unlawful. Meanwhile, the state's Attorney General, Dana Nessel, says they plan to fight this with an appeal.
I'm going to continue to use every tool at my disposal to ensure that and work with our clerks and our election workers to protect everyone's safety at the polls on Election Day.
Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson joining us on 7 Up Front last night following a judge's blocking of her open carry ban on Election Day. Those opposing the ban and the open carry advocates who took this to court and, at least for now, won, argue Benson overstepped her authority by issuing the ban in the first place. It prohibits the open carry of guns within 100 feet of a polling place. Attorney General Dana Nessel writing, quote, "We intend to immediately appeal the judge's decision as this issue is of significant public interest and importance to our election process." Michigan Speaker of the House Lee Chatfield tweeting, "Time after time, the courts have struck down this administration when it overreaches." Back when the ban was first announced, Michigan State Police were tasked with overseeing it. However, law enforcement officials told us then they could see some confusion coming from this.
Clearly, as we've seen at the Capitol, you can open carry on governmental property. So now you have a clash between the Secretary of State's order and what traditionally open carry people have been able to do.
Benson maintains the ban is to keep voters safe and combat voter intimidation.
As the state's chief election officer, I have a responsibility and a very clear authority to protect voters.
Now, Jen, what about polling places that already are gun-free zones like schools and churches?
Yeah, Alicia, that's something we'll be seeking clarification on. I have spoken to a pastor at a local church, which is also serving as a polling place on November 3rd. He says guns are not welcome on his property. So that's a legal question that we will be following up on later today. Another big question here, even if there is an appeal filed, will any action be taken before November 3rd that will affect what you can and cannot do on Election Day? This is something, of course, we will continue to be following very closely. Alicia?
Definitely.